What's up guys, Drew here with Tone Talk, and I got a quick video for today. I'm going to show you how I use the Strymon Ojai to power my entire pedal board, including the HX Stomp. Alright guys, so this is my pedal board that you've already seen that is being powered solely by the Strymon Ojai. This is the power supply that comes in the box. It's a little big, but that was kind of a non-issue for me. The problem that I had was having two separate power supplies for one pedal board. I mean, it's first world problems for sure, but it just became a nuisance, especially when I forgot the HX Stomp power supply. It took that one time to decide, you know what, I'm changing it up. So let's get right into what I did so that way you can just get the information. So I have all 5 ports filled, but only powering 4 pedals, and what's going on here is these 2 ports are going to a single female lead that I'm using a cable adapter, which is a 2.1 to 2.5 a millimeter adapter, which is the standard barrel plug on one end and then the line 6 2.5 millimeter on the other. Why they decide to change that up, I don't know, but they've been doing it for years. Alright, so there will be links for both the variable plug and the current doubler in the description. And I just want to specify about the current doubler. Do not get a voltage doubler because that is very different than a current doubler. And I'll explain why in a minute. So the way this works is the HX Stomp only uses at most 900 milliamps. And each one of these outputs 500 milliamps. So what I did is took a current doubler, doubled that to 1,000, meeting the maximum 900 milliamp requirement of the HX Stomp. If you want to watch a video explaining that a little bit more in detail, I believe it's pronounced Chucks. It looks like clocks, but he's got a video on how he uses his power supplies. He's an actual company, so he just talks about how he uses his power supplies to power the actual HX family, or Helix family I should say. Now back to the whole current and voltage doubler thing. So a current doubler is going to take 2 500 milliamp outputs and turn it into a 1,000 milliamp output. A voltage doubler is going to take 2 9-volt outputs and turn it into 1 18-volt output. And those are 2 completely different things. And so with the current doubler, it's taking the 2 9-volt 500 milliamp outputs and turning it into 1 9-volt 1 amp output. If you get the voltage doubler instead, you're gonna turn these 2 9-volt 500 milliamp outputs into 1 18-volt 500 milliamp output, and that will mess up your pedals. Alright guys, so this is underneath the hood of my pedal board. Not a lot going on here. I just wanted to show you exactly what was going on. So I have the 2 outputs from the current doubler into this green output right there, so that's a female, and then I have a male 2.1 to 2.5 variable cable going into the HX Stomp. So all that means is that this cable can be expanded anywhere from 2.1 to 2.5 millimeters. So that's a really cool cable, because if you ever need just a 2.1 for whatever reason, you have it right there, but then it's also a 2.5. Again, these will both be linked in the description below. And then down here I just have the Strymon power brick. I actually did not know that the Ojai came with the power brick when I bought it, so I was a little surprised. I thought it was just a blue box, which I thought was really cool, and did not understand how they were doing that, but alas, it's not a problem. It just goes under the board. I have a right angle IEC cable. There it is, right angle IEC cable going out, so that's just always in, and it's just Velcro to the bottom. If you want to know what I use down here, it's just these little Velcro straps. It keeps everything nice and tidy, but then I can also rip it up and tear everything apart really quickly if I need to without having to worry about zip ties. Alright guys, so just to end out the video, I'm just going to talk about some other power supplies that you can use that I've seen. I haven't used these personally, but they are line 6 approved, and this Strymon setup is not necessarily line 6 approved, so I'm not telling you to do it. I'm just telling you that I've been doing it. I've worked a lot with voltage and current and whatnot over the past few years, especially working with like the Eventide H9 and the space reverb and whatnot and time factor. So I have some experience with low voltage stuff. So I was pretty confident that this was going to work, and even though it's not line 6 approved, It has not given me any problems. The Ojai is taking it like a champ. The HX Stomp has been performing exactly the way it was with its stock power supply. But just in case you don't have the Strymon Ojai, or you don't have a power supply that can handle the HX Stomp, here's a couple ones that you can check out. So the first one is Sweetfoot Pedals. He has a website, sweetfootpedals.com. Again, these will all be linked in the description below. I found him on Reverb. That's probably the easiest way to find it. He's got power supplies dedicated for just the HX Stomp. They're really slim, small form factors. But then he also has some with extra outputs for your other pedals. So definitely check him out. They're really inexpensive, and he's got some pretty gnarly designs on there. And then the next one is from Mission Engineering. They actually have a couple different options, so I'll link those down in the description as well. Definitely check them out because they output some really good stuff. They're a little bit on the pricey side, but guys, you can't put a price on clean power, man. And then also I'm going to put a link for the Strymon Ojai. Definitely check it out. I mean, like I said, I've been using it with no problems, and it's such a small pedal. They even have, I believe it's called the R30, and that's an even slimmer one, so I could have thrown that underneath my pedal board. But I've always had my power supply on top of my pedal boards. Usually the power supplies that I get have really nice aesthetics, so I like showing that off instead of hiding it underneath the pedal board. Alright guys, so that's it for the video. Please remember to like, sub, and comment if you want to know anything about the HX Stomp, my pedal board, the pedals that I have. If you want to see a pedal with the HX Stomp, if you have any questions, just let me know and I will do my best to answer them. Alright guys, take care.